And welcome back to ABC News Live. This Monday marks the beginning of the 7th week in the sex trafficking racketeering trial of Sean Diddy Combs. Combs' former girlfriend, who used the pseudonym Jane to protect her identity, wrapped up her testimony after multiple days in which she testified about abuse allegations throughout her relationship with Combs. But most of the drama unfolded after the jury was sent home for the weekend, as the judge overseeing the case said he was prepared to go along with prosecutors' demand to remove one of the jurors for lack of candor during jury selection. Sean Diddy Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges. If convicted, he faces the possibility of life in prison. Joining us now is our friend, criminal trial attorney Sara Azari, who has been following this from the very beginning. And there is a lot to follow, Sara. Yeah. So let's start with Jane Doe. What's this love contract all about?
Gee, the love contract was really important for the prosecution because they're establishing coercion that goes to the sex trafficking charge. The idea that Diddy was using his power, influence, and threats to get Jane to engage in these hotel nights, these freak-offs, essentially. But then it unraveled on cross-examination because what we found out was that her text messages told a different story. She was around hotel nights and freak-offs even when Diddy was not around. She got to choose the male entertainer that she wanted to be with. She had her favorites. She also, when she didn't feel like having a hotel night, Diddy would comply and say, all right, we'll have a one-on-one date and we'll have a movie night. So this started to look more like a relationship. And remember, Gio, he is still paying her rent. As far as I know, there's no freak-offs in lockup, right? So where is what he's getting under this contract? So that whole thing fell apart. I think she was a very bad witness, actually, for the prosecution.
We were just talking as well about that juror who apparently had some inconsistencies in his statement during jury selection, and now we've learned that he's been dismissed.
Yeah, and that was about his residence, which to me is not that material. And I think the judge sided with the prosecution saying, well, if he's been dishonest about where he lives, then maybe he's been dishonest about other things, which to me is speculative. And by the way, so many people wanted to make the cut on this jury, unlike usual jury selection, that I feel like, okay, well, there might be other jurors with inconsistencies. And if this keeps happening, we could have a mistrial. But, you know, they're going to seat an alternate in his place now.
Okay, what do you expect for next week?
Where is
week 7?
Yeah, where's the prosecution's almost done? They're almost wrapping their case. We don't have a criminal enterprise. We really don't have a conspiracy because think about it, Gio. Proof beyond a reasonable doubt. They are not there yet. What they have him on is prostitution. Sex trafficking and racketeering, no, sir, not yet.
And that's what's so interesting about this case is that you say that when you've looked at what they've presented, they haven't presented something for the racketeering and sex trafficking specifically.
It's the most disjointed prosecution that I can remember seeing in recent times.
Wow. All right. That says something. Sara, thank you so much for joining us.
Good to be with you.